the push-up. A foundational movement, yet not that simple. We'll go over some progressions today and some advanced techniques. So, let's start off with basic body position, okay? There's something called the hollow position in gymnastics that we want to assume when we do a push-up. When we do that, our hands are going to be about shoulder width apart, maybe just about an inch or two wider. Spread your fingers nice and wide. And the hollow position is when we squeeze our butt really tight and squeeze our stomach really tight. Our spine should be straight, so you don't never want the hips sagging in either direction. Everything is super tight, stomach and butt. Spine is nice and long, all right? And when you engage into the push-up, you want to feel the shoulder move first. So the head should be in front, and let's look at where the arms are now. The forearms are perpendicular into the ground. The arms are coming out at about 45 degrees or closer into the body. When I do a push-up, both my shoulders and hips are moving at the same time. Okay? Again, you don't want to let the hips sag, and you don't want to lead with the head, but rather squeeze everything tight, body is nice and tight, and move the whole thing together. My analogy I like to use is about picking up a mattress. When you pick up a mattress and it sags in the middle, it's really hard to move. Yet if you pick up a board or something that's really stiff, it's actually easier. So by keeping your stomach and butt tight, moving everything together, it actually makes the movement easier to perform correctly. Okay? A lot of times we see people when they can't do a good push-up, some of the things that they'll do is let their arms flare out and lead with their head, right? That's not going to help you get to a good push-up. Another thing that they'll do is people are trying to do a good legit push-up and they'll go on their knees, all right? And they'll do this. Again, also, it's a full range of motion, but it's not working towards that good plank position, okay, that we want to get. So let's focus on how we can get there by using first an assistance band if you have one. So if you are lucky enough to have one of these, this is great for all gymnastic progressions. You can loop it over a bar or a pull-up bar of some sort. And all you're going to do is put this around your hips, just like this. And then when you get in that bottom position, you can stay in a nice tight plank position, lower everything down, and move it together. Okay? So, depending on the amount of assistance that you need, you can use a thicker rubber band or put the band on a higher bar or a lower bar. Okay? If you don't have a rubber band, there's two other options you can do. One is use a bench or a box, something like this. We want to keep that same stimulus with that nice plank, straight body position. So, you use a counter at your house or a box or a bench. Find something where you can keep that nice tight body and same range of motion, same arm position. Okay? Something else you can use is a set of rings. If you happen to have rings at home, or maybe a TRX system, or some type of device that you can use that's suspended, you can walk yourself out. Again, same concept as the box, to change the angle and work that nice plank, full range of motion position. This is also, if you have rings, the advanced position that I was talking about, in which you can do a push-up on the rings, get a little deeper range of motion, and the lack of stability makes it a little bit harder. All right? So, again, to review, good push-up, we want to move the shoulders and hips at the same time. Always keep your stomach and butt really tight. Okay, remember, the stiffer your body, the better. And we want to keep the elbows close into the body and the forearm perpendicular into the ground. Okay? We never want to see the push-up moving out like this. Right? You can work those wide push-ups and narrow push-ups for kind of strength building in the arms, but the basic push-up is just right here, down, and up. Everything squeezed nice and tight. Okay? If you're just getting there as well, you can do a wide foot stance. This gives you more stability it makes the movement a little bit easier if you're just on that borderline of being able to perform a good push-up. Okay? So that's about it. That's the basic push-up.